It
Okay,
says
we
we
are
are
now recording.
okay.
Good.
So welcome to the second? No. Anyway, welcome to the e-NABLE Chapter Leaders Meeting. I'm John Shull,
Thank you, sir.
co-founder of e-NABLE. We have these once a month. Sarah, who you've met, schedules them on a regular basis. Jonathan is the man behind the scenes keeping the great ship of state running. And Ehsan, this is our chapter leaders meeting where people like you meet other people and tell us what you're doing. And while I did get some background on you, um, our viewers will not have remembered it anyway. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your story? I understand you're in Turkey, is it?
Mm, I
No.
can't tell, sir, but I stuck some. I'm not fluent in English, but I written something in notes. Can I read?
Uh,
Or
That would be
Madam
great.
Sarah,
yeah,
can read it?
yeah.
That would
And
be
John,
wonderful. Thank
John,
you.
Isun is coming to us from Pakistan, right?
I beg your pardon. I knew that. See?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
please read.
Okay, sir. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to join this meeting. My name is Ehsan Rashid, and I'm an artist, sculptor, painter, craftsman, and maker from Turbat, Balochistan, in Pakistan. In 2007, I had a road accident that resulted in a spinal cord injury. And since then, I have been living with paralysis. Because my personal experience, I understand many of the daily challenges people with disabilities face, especially in remote areas where access to prosthetics, mobility aids, and rehabilitation equipment is very limited. Because of this, I want to establish a small community workshop in Turbat, in my hometown, where assistive devices can be designed and produced locally. The goal is to create practical and affordable solutions for people with disabilities, particularly those living in underserved and remote areas of Balochistan. As a long term commitment to this vision, I have donated my personal land, approximately 16 feet by 19 feet, to build this workshop. So far, two sides of the boundary walls have been already been constructed using my personal resources to secure the land. The next steps, once funding becomes available, will include completing the remaining two boundaries wall, installing a simple pole shed and structure for the workshop, the setting up the basic infrastructure needed for tools, machinery, and small scale production. In this workshop, I plan to work on several types of assistive devices. One area is orthopedic braces, where the main structure could be fabricated locally. However, specialized joints and components may need to be imported. So, I would also like to ask if there are organizations or programs that help provide these types of materials for a community workshop. Another area is mobility aids, such as walkers, crutches, and wheelchair modifications, which can help make mobility equipment more affordable and accessible for people in our region. I also want to develop exercise and standing equipment for rehabilitation, especially for people living with paralysis who need regular support to maintain circulation and reduce stiffness. Another important idea is to build car hand control systems, and people with disabilities can drive vehicles more independently. In addition, I would like to explore converting motorbikes into three-wheel bikes, tri-bikes, to improve mobility and independence for people with disabilities. A very important goal for me to collaborate with the e-NABLE community to establish a small 3D printing lab in the workshop. With your guidance, we could produce 3D printed prosthetic hands, train local youths and volunteers, and provide affordable or free prosthetic devices to people in underserved communities. For this, I would also appreciate information about training resources or mentorship opportunities that could help us learn about 3D printing, suitable materials, and prosthetic assembly. To begin this work, the workshop would need some basic equipment such as a 3D printer for prosthetic parts, basic fabrication tools, drilling and cutting tools, welding equipment, and work tables for assembly and repair work. In addition, we strongly believe in repairing and reusing materials in our workshop. We plan to recycle and repurpose components to build assistive devices. So even broken equipment can be very useful for us. For example, parts from old or damaged manual wheelchair, power wheelchair, walker, crutches, rehabilitation equipment, or scrap metal and mechanical parts could be reused to create new assistive devices. So I would like to ask if there is any possibilities through the e-NABLE community or related partners to help collect and send used or scrapped equipment that could be repurposed in our workshop in Turbat. I also understand that international shipping can sometimes be complicated. So I would really appreciate your advice on whether there are volunteers, partners, organizations, or humanitarian shipping programs that could help transport used equipment or materials for subjects like this. For me, this project is not only about building workshop. As someone living with disability myself, my dream is to create a place where people with disabilities in Balochistan can find practical solutions, independence, and opportunities. I believe that even a small workshop in a remote place like Turbat can make a meaningful difference in if we work together. These are the points I noted.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming to us.
Thank you, sir.
I will
Yes.
try to respond slowly
Mm.
to some of the things that I've heard. You can follow my speaking if I speak slowly like this?
Yeah, it's okay.
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 So number one,
Mm.
congratulations. I think you really have found a wonderful vision that really makes sense. Number
Thank you, sir.
two,
Thank you.
number two, what's exciting to me is that you're focusing on the needs of the disabled, not just the desires of people with 3D printers.
Mm.
We have many people with 3D printers who want to make prosthetic hands, and we can help you there, I think. But prosthetic hands are a small part of the larger disability community, and a
Mm.
disabled person who has the know-how and the vision to create a workshop for disabled people to empower them is just a wonderful goal and vision and entirely appropriate. Um, we haven't been able to achieve that ourselves because most of us aren't disabled and most of us are focused on 3D printers. But you are disabled, but I
Yes.
gather it's from your legs. You're still a good maker with your hands. Is that true?
Yes.
And you're focused on the patients and the community's needs. So that's all terrific. And you've taken it upon yourself to develop a site in Baluchistan, where I understand that Baluchistan is in the southwest of Pakistan,
Yes. Yes.
and it's on the coast. But where are you within Baluchistan? Are you near a port?
I live in Turbat, near Gwadar. Gwadar, it's coastal belt. Gwadar.
Okay,
It's
okay,
near about 200 something kilometer.
great. So you 200
220, 20, 50, about far from Gwadar.
2,000
No,
2,000
no, no,
meters,
no.
I think.
200 Gwadar. Gwadar is close to us.
So you're right there. Okay.
Yeah, Gwadar is too
Um,
close.
um, so you've asked about shipping,
Mm.
and that is a concern. There are organizations that ship hospital equipment, used hospital equipment from
Mm.
American hospitals to hospitals overseas.
Mm.
It might be Engineers Without Borders, but I'm not sure. But I don't know that that will apply to you. These tend to be things like X-ray machines and, heavy duty hospital style equipment, not necessarily what you're talking about. We haven't solved the shipping problem. However, I don't know that that's by the time the rest of your vision is complete, it will be a much better defined problem. As you've done a lot of research, I can tell. You've said we ought to be able to recycle and build many of the things we need, but there may be
Yes.
specialized parts that need
Yeah.
shipping.
We
Well,
customize it for every person needs.
that's right. Once we've identified the specific items that you need, we can look into the possibility that there's someone who would donate them or ship them or even carry them on a trip through Pakistan.
Great.
But I think that comes later. I think right now,
Mm.
your opportunity and your challenge is to establish the basic workshop and to do what you can with what you have for those people you already know to work
Yes.
with. So what I'm saying is I support your vision totally in principle, and it's a long-term vision. So
Yes, of course.
I think you can be confident that there are people like us who will like to help.
Yes.
But right now, 3D printing
Mm.
strikes me as a small part of what you're trying to do, which is great. We can certainly help with the 3D printing, and maybe we can help with the larger vision. So let's talk about the larger vision. You have, if I understand it correctly, you have some personal property, and you're creating a 16 by 19
Yes.
foot.
Fit. Yes.
So that's not large. That's probably about the size of the small room I'm in. It's just a little workshop. Is
For
this next?
beginning, for sir, for beginning, it's good.
Yes, it is. And is that connected to your home?
Yes. Yes, it's connected to my home.
Excellent. So tell us a little bit more about the progress you need in order to set that up. I gather that your own financial needs are under control.
Yeah.
Yes?
I'm living in a room here. Many time people come, my friends, volunteers that work with me, they come in my this room. I'm living here right now. My all things are not organized here. In my home, I cannot bring many people daily,
Understood.
weekly or once a month. They come and visit me and help me in making these things. I
Great.
recently made a car and control system from shock absorb from old cars. Shock absorbs, you know?
Shock absorbers, yes.
Yeah. I made it from that. It's a good. I have videos. I will send it to you from shock
I would love,
absorber. I cut them.
yes, if you have film, photos or videos, just to give us a sense of your situation and what you're trying to do and the size of the space, that would be very helpful.
Yeah.
Well, so tell me, what are your immediate challenges? As I say, I think you have friends here, but
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
share your challenge,
Maintenance.
you, but we share your challenges. So let's talk about the problems and the solutions. What are your
Mhm.
immediate challenges?
Immediate challenges to make a small room outside of my home. There, I donated my land. It's my out of home.
Sure.
A main gate of my boundary wall.
Okay.
There's two sides of walls I made already, but two sides are remaining. And there we put a main gate and a small room there. First we started, then we
Right.
make a pole shed for larger equipments and for shadows for working easily. It's very hot here, no? That's why.
And what is uh what are the barriers to completing that? Do you have the materials? Do you have the labor? Do you mm,
Material I have basic, but I need some equipments more. I have suppose I have a welding plant that's very old and need too much electricity, and I have some grinders, drills, but these are small one. I need a little big. Suppose a
so
table drill I need.
all right, so you need to acquire the equipment
Yeah.
for the workshop. The building of the workshop itself, you have under control?
I made a small locally here. It's very small cost. We
Very good.
we, we make a pole, from bamboo and shade.
Bamboo is a great material, and I'm glad that
Yeah,
you're thinking about
yeah. It's very economy, no? That's why we make it from this material, from bamboos. And
okay.
a small block, cement block room, for safety. The things we need, but small. But we work on shade, under the shade, pole shade. It's not that much costly, but need some
Okay.
cost. Hmm.
Ehsan, you have a very good story. And
Yes.
because you have a good story and you tell it well, and I suspect that if you can present the story and say, but here are the tools that I have now, these are the tools I need,
Hmm.
then between a crowdfunding project and direct appeals to the people who make the tools, I wouldn't be surprised if you could get the tools donated by various
Hmm.
companies or people who have them.
Yes,
Do you
sir.
have a website or something, some document that makes your vision visible?
Which kind of suppose a registration?
No, a website. Do you have?
No, I don't have. I have
Okay.
personal my Instagram account and Facebook account. That's my personal. I never used on this type of because there's no resources. I tried lots of government and other NGOs and people to help me making this type of workshop. They don't. Even 10 years I'm working on it. Past 10 years.
Okay. Do you have any written material?
Hmm?
Do you have any written material?
I can write them.
Okay.
I can
I
write
think
what you need.
I
Which
think
kind
you
of
need,
sorry.
I think
Mm-hmm.
you need a web page on the
Mm-hmm.
web that says, this is me, this is what I'm doing, this is what I've done so far, here's what I need, here's how you can help.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can give me or other volunteers in our community the words and the pictures, we can create a website with you.
It's great.
And
But you help me this.
that should be pretty easy. I've gotten better at this recently, and there are
Mhm.
lots of people with those skills, even within the e-NABLE community.
Okay, that's
So,
great.
so put together the materials, and we'll produce an online digital version of your story. And then we'll see, then we'll be in a better position to think about how we can help in advance. Eventually, there will
Isan,
be, sorry,
Great.
eventually there will be a 3D printer with e-NABLE hands in there, but it will be, it's a small part of your larger project.
Yes.
But I'd like to
Yeah.
help with the larger project also. You're not,
Because our people needs are big. Prosthetics limbs and 3D printers small. Here is nothing. Here is we need more.
okay. Now, and you don't have any personal experience yet with 3D printers, correct?
That Mr. Avay Sharma is in US and he is my friend from Enable community and he guided me more on 3D printing.
So have you made something?
No, not made because our don't have facilities here.
I understand.
But he can
Okay.
make. He's from USA.
And who is that?
Avay Sharma. Avay Sharma.
I
He's a
don't
member
recognize
of
the name.
this
we
community.
we had
Jonathan
hoped
or,
that Avyay Sharma, we had hoped that he could
Yeah,
attend
his class
today,
is
but
running now
he's
this time.
yeah,
okay,
he's in class. So
Yeah,
okay,
um
he's a member of this Enable community. He found
excellent.
me here in this community.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, uh, Sarah wants to tell us that we have to move on to our next meeting in
no, we still have
four
the
minutes.
town hall doesn't start for another half an hour.
All
So
right then. So then what did you
um
want to jump in to say?
oh, I was just going to say that Isan, once you have words and pictures, I can help you organize and edit the words um to um you know try to make
It-
things publishable for a web page if you'd like to work with me on that.
I will write it on my language, then translate it, and I will send it
Okay,
Okay.
great.
Also pictures.
for website.
Okay.
Excellent. Also
May I
pictures,
write some
Esan.
my personal story, my struggles, my education struggles. I struggled a lot for my education, and I went 1,000 kilometer far from my home without any money.
Very
I tried a
interesting.
lot. May I write
All right.
them there?
Okay. And also pictures, yes?
Yes, yes, I will.
Excellent. Okay. So Sarah, you seem to have uh, ratified this sort of next steps plan of mine and this understanding, but I want to give you and Jonathan a chance to make other suggestions or comments if you have any.
Sorry?
I'm inviting Sarah and Jonathan to
Oh,
share
okay.
their reactions.
Mm.
I think it's great. I think what you're doing sounds like a good thing for your community. I'm happy to help however we can. Sarah, it sounded like you can do the journalism wording, good stuff to help sell it. Let me know if you need help. I can help make a website or whatever that's not too hard.
There you
Yeah.
go.
That's excellent because I have no idea how to make a website. So, um, yeah.
Okay, terrific.
But that sounds great. I think that um, uh, really the first step is to gather the material and make it clear and publishable and organized, and I can certainly help with
And
that part of it.
and compelling, and that will then be a tool
Yeah.
for trying to get support for the various pieces that you need to bring it together. And the fact that this is a long-term commitment and a life vision for you, Ehsan, will be important also. And you have existing people working with you in
Yes,
Baluchistan?
yes. Many. I'm an artist. I have many group here, and I'm also teacher them. I also teach them, and they work with me on a
Very nice.
sculpture and
What
paintings, and this type of helping.
what kind of art do you do?
I do paintings, mostly painting, but I sculpt
Huh,
sometime.
very
Yeah,
interesting. And you do all
and
of
I'm
this
an
in your
artisan. I made many kind of shoes, sandals, and these are locally I made from
interesting.
2009 to 2016.
And when did you have your accident?
2007.
Got it.
I had
And
my accident in 2007.
how do you support yourself now
My
financially?
brother, my father supports me. Sometimes I make paintings and programs. Sometimes,
That's
but
great. That's
mm,
great. I would love to see pictures of your art and of your sculptures as well.
okay, I will send inshallah.
That's great. That's great. What other questions do we have for Asan at this point?
My questions?
Your questions or our questions? Any questions from anybody?
My main question is how to collect these scraps from there. Sending is
Collect what
another
from
thing
where?
from US and from another countries.
Collect what?
Used equipments, scraps, metals.
Let's,
Is there a easy way their organization already doing collecting? They help me in this.
it's a good question. I'm not aware of that. We
Mm,
can look into it. The problem is going to be shipping. And I think that when we know exactly what equipment, I mean, for example, if you know the particular drill that you need,
mm,
uh, and we have a website that shows the drill that you have, we can then approach the company that makes that drill and they'll know how to do the shipping.
okay.
Um, there may be
Yes,
organizations that,
these are the tool to make these things, no? Assistive
yeah,
things. These are the tools. But I need basic material, raw material. If there
well,
is,
let's talk about that. What raw materials do you need?
I need raw material, the main raw material pipes, etc. These I can buy from here, Karachi. It's near. But the main things I need some, you know, from already made things. I broke from them and make another thing.
Well, you have to be specific. You have to tell us what particular things you're looking for. And that will make it easier for us to try to find them or to get money for them.
Suppose from old power wheelchair, I take out their seats, their actuators,
I understand.
their another things. Suppose you can say front wheel, V type, something there. Chimta, what is this?
You know, it's very interesting. In this country, when people need, for example, an automated power
Mm.
wheelchair or something, they will often get it from their insurance brand new. And then they recover, and these things just sort of lie around. They are available internally within the United States at a huge discount. I mean, they probably cost $10,000. The insurance pays for it, and then you can find them on eBay for $200.
Yeah, yeah.
But they
I
are,
see someone giving them free on marketplace. I saw, and another websites I said people is giving it for free.
that's
But the
right,
main thing is collecting them. It's very
right.
hard.
Well, so let's talk about that. Those things themselves are quite heavy, right? So shipping is going to be a challenge.
Maybe.
Do you do you need all of the parts, or are there just certain components that could be stripped away in America and then sent to you?
I need controllers. Some other thing can manage here
Well,
for
that's it.
power chair controller, and we make some other equipment through these kind of controllers.
Well, that's interesting because the controller is a relatively small component, right?
Yeah, yeah. Electronic device. That's electronic devices.
Very interesting. So, so then you could imagine that people here get the devices for free.
Mm.
They extract the controllers. They put 10 controllers on a box and they send you the 10 controllers, and now shipping doesn't cost that much.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. Well, that's an example of how getting very specific about what you need creates opportunities for us to think about
I
solutions.
I just gave suppose 50 ampere, 70 ampere, 90 ampere. These three type of controller I need.
Say that again, please.
50 ampere, 70 ampere till 90 ampere. These three
Okay.
type of.
Well,
It will be a great
that's
help for people in disabilities.
okay. Now, the
Mm.
other thing, Ehsan, is who makes those controllers? The automated wheelchairs, the whole devices are big and heavy and expensive, but there's some, wait a minute, okay, and we have a
Used,
sponsor.
used, used one. I don't need new one.
I understand, but the
Mm.
company that makes them
Mm.
might be willing to donate new ones. We have a relationship with Arrow Electronics, which is one of the biggest electronic manufacturers.
Aero electronic.
Yep. And they deal with many, many companies, and yet they have supported e-NABLE. So if you can do some research and show us the model of the controller that
Mm.
you're comfortable with, or the companies that make this particular controller, make it new, we may either be able to get help from the companies in recycling used ones or
Mm.
even getting new ones.
Here people have many type of wheelchair, power chairs, but they are not repairable due to this controller. No, I need them to help them to make their wheelchair new. These are three types of wheelchairs with motors: 50 ampere, 70 ampere, 90 ampere. These three types of can work great here.
Well, listen, that sounds like a really good focused goal for us to have.
Mm.
Send us the specific information about those controllers. 50,
Okay.
150, 100 amperes, but also what are they called? What is the device number? Who manufactures them? And then we will use that as an opportunity to call our sponsors at Arrow and talk to them.
Arrow is a manufacturer.
Arrow is the name of the electronics company that has donated money to e-NABLE.
Okay, I will search their website, which type of they have. Then I will select and tell you.
Well, I don't think you'll find they're mostly, well, you should look, and maybe it's there, but
No, if a controller from joystick totally I change, I can fit it every controller, every wheelchair with the their motor specifications.
okay.
With say 70, 50, 90 amperes, I look their motors specification and then I can adjust them in every wheelchair, power chair.
So send me the kind of link that I could use to buy one of these controllers.
Mm.
Understood?
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be from Arrow, from anyone. Just show us the kinds of things you are trying to get.
Okay.
Good?
Okay. Good.
Okay,
Okay.
good. I think that's a
And we
lot.
make website soon.
We can help
with
you
the
with that
help of
also.
your friend.
We can help you with that also.
Okay.
Well, Ehsan, you've turned a challenge into an opportunity. It's a pleasure to get to know you. I do think I don't want to exaggerate, but we will be happy to consult with you and see if we can open some opportunities for you. All of us do other things, so we're not going to solve your problems, but we may be able to make your problems solvable.
Yeah. Yes, sir. We work together. We
Yes,
make it
sir.
possible, inshallah.
Very good. Very good. We have another meeting in 20 minutes, and I need to take a break. So I don't have to leave in a hurry, but I am ready to end this meeting when we don't have any further comments.
Okay, sir. We
Okay,
will meet you next meeting, inshallah. Arrange a
Inshallah.
meeting after making website, then we discuss another.
Good. So you have to
Yeah.
send us some information, and
Okay.
I think we'll be enthusiastic about.
May I also send my portfolio of paintings, etc.?
Absolutely. I'm
Sure.
very curious.
Okay. It's already made. I will send it tonight, inshallah.
Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent.
Thank you, Isan, and I will send you the recording of this meeting so that you can watch it with Avie.
Okay. Yes.
If you want to talk about this meeting with him, and you have my email, so please reach out with any questions. Do you have any last questions now while we're all here?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your time and for guidance. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Well, thank you for what you're doing, Ehsan.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Okay, bye.